Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 275, released December 1987. Our price, $1.35, which is indeed cheap. Oh, geez. Anyway, something's happening. Anyway, before we do that, though, I got something to say. Hey, look, I got a haircut. See, I'm just wearing a hat because it's not, I don't have product in my hair. So it'll look bad. And I'm too vain to look bad on camera. Anyway, if you haven't already, please hit like and hit subscribe. Hit subscribe on this channel. I'm at 439, almost at 440, which means I'm almost at 444, which means that you get to make a wish when I'm at 444. Those are the rules. We're going clock rules on the subscriber count. Leave a comment down below, too, if you enjoy these videos, if you hate these videos, and if you have ideas for future videos. But with that, I think I'm done. No, I'm not done. You can also support me on patreon.com/flippinthrough. It's down below. You get a 6 set of stickers. I'll show them to you later. I want to thank those people that have supported me on Patreon so far this year. That's Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. You guys, I really appreciate the support, and I hope that I can keep on earning it. With that said, now we can go to this. Why we're really here. Oh, God. I hit the wrong button. That's the button I wanted. Anyway, this is why we're here, is it not? Beverly Hills Cops 2, Jeopardy, Dr. Ruth, and Head of the Class. Head of the Class. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Welcome Back, Kotter. That's not Head of the Class. It's Welcome Back, Kotter. Anyway, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Eddie Murphy in one of his greatest roles is the character Axel Foley. I haven't actually seen Beverly Hills Cop 2. I've seen the first one. The first one is a masterpiece. Truly is a masterpiece. Judge Reinhold is in it. Mike from Breaking Bad is in it as a young man. You can see him. You know, he plays a tough guy. No surprise there. Anyway, let's get right in. Who did this cover? Oh, look at this. Is strange. Wait, what? Oh, no. All right, so it says artist and everything on this side, but this is like, you know, I don't know how this happens, but like old magazines like this, probably new magazines too, from being folded over, like the back starts becoming part of the front. It's like some weird crawl that happens. I think it's from, you know, reading it and then like folding it over like that. I think that's what causes it. I could be mistaken though. Anyway, who did this cover? Is this like a Jack Rickard cover? Oh, cover artist Richard Williams. I mean, not the like, this is funny. This visual gag is funny, as he's hiding behind something and it is the target. Look at, he has his pistol, whatever that is. 1911-ish looking thing. But I thought this was kind of interesting. How many covers don't have Alfred E. Newman's face? This has his silhouette, right? And there were issues where, you know, like on the main part, it would not have him, but then his actual face would be like up in the corner. I forget which one. So that like he would be present on it. How many issues is he not on? Has he not made the cut? I count that as not making the cut, right? Oh, dang. What a horrible way to start a video, with a yawn. That does not bode well. I'm sorry, guys. Here are these oversized books. And on the last live stream, well, the one before the last one, because this comes out Saturday and there's one last night then. I went through some of these. I went through the David Berg one, and they're neat. They're so cool. The oversized paperback books, the big books, are pretty neat. I like that format a lot. Whoa. An important announcement. So, Vital Features is what's normally there. Let's see what this is all about. Let's zoom in. All right. Dear MAD reader, over the past few years, the cost of producing MAD has risen dramatically. Ink, paper. Well, I don't like that. Look, I point, and then it starts focusing on something else. Can I not use this? Does this happen every time? Ink, paper, printing, and shipping prices have all gone up. In fact, just about everything connected with MAD has gone up, with the exception of the quality of the magazine. In order to avoid raising the price of MAD, I'm trying something in this issue that I swore I never would. Running ads. I'm not happy about this, but I'm trying to make the best of a situation out of respect to you, the reader. Accordingly, so is this a gag? Accordingly, I've established a blue ribbon panel of experts who will carefully screen all companies who wish to advertise in MAD. In addition, every product advertised will be carefully reviewed and tested by this panel. You have my personal guarantee that only top-of-the-line companies and their products will appear in the pages of MAD. My foremost concern is that you, the reader, are satisfied. The MAD merchandise Mart appears on pages 22 and 23 of this issue. Read the ads, judge for yourself, and let me know what you think. If the response to advertising is good, we will try it again in future issues. If not, we will not use ads again, and will maintain our cheap price as long as possible. Unfortunately, the low quality of the magazine will remain the same, no matter what you say. Okay. You know what? It's... I grab the issues randomly. I don't know if you guys really know that. I go now by like 0 to 100, pick that group, 100, 200, 300, 400, just to, have a nice mixture of things. But I don't look into the issue before I do it. And every once in a while, things like this happen where you get a nice, surprise. Like, this is something weird that I've never read this issue, so I just certainly don't remember it. Neil Koch. I loved a mad peek behind the scenes at Pee-wee's Playhouse, but what is the name of that butt that was sticking out of the window? Looks like Pee-wee thought our spoof to his show was good too. ... I don't know, just a bunch of baloney. Here we have, what is this actually? I'm sorry. The Millennium Pole. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, your responses to the best of the millennium. You can't do a Millennium Pole before, when you have 23 years or 13 years left in the millennium. What issue is this from? 272. 270. I might actually write that down and do that Millennium Pole. We might have to do that. Sorry, guys. I know I just said that I don't know about things like that ahead, but yeah, what are you going to do? That'd be neat. Okay. Beverly Hills Slop 2. They heap it back on. And look at everybody's back. Judge Reinhold, Eddie Murphy, this guy, I forget this guy's name, but he was great too. He was he was the straight man. He was like the old hard-boiled cop. Judge Reinhold was that new rookie, still wet behind the ears, trying to do the best he can. This guy, jaded, cynical. But guess what? They learn from each other. And they also learn from Axel Foley. We gotta, okay. I always say, I don't give these enough attention, and so this time I'm changing. Okay, I'm gonna give some attention to these. First off, looking at that beautiful Mort Drucker art. Look at that, Jabberwacky. I don't even know what that's like. A thing from Alice in Wonderland. I don't know, a lot of things from what you call it. Los Angeles. Boy, oh boy, this is, I should have like taken a nap before this. I just worked, guys. That's why. Axel, how did you get time off from your Detroit precinct? Easy, I told them I was going out for coffee. That should buy me 3 days' time to solve this alphabet case. 3 days off to get coffee? They know I like only the best, so 3 days is cool to go get Colombian coffee plantation for a fresh cup. Anyway, I don't get that joke. Okay, you men, knock it off. I'm the building inspector from the Bureau of Contrivances. This building is below standard. Let's go home, men. Stop work. Wait, I've got ranting, raving, and ridiculous con shticks to do first. We know a black in this neighborhood means you're a cop or looking to move here. Either way, we can't risk it. Let's go, guys. Oh, my God. Look at this. You must be the ballistic expert, bitch. What the fuck? You sure are a smooth talker, fella. You got it. Tell me, how long does it take you bimbos to shave your legs? I guess about the same time it takes you to get that great tan. Hey, lady, that was a racist remark. Sorry. Maybe when I get to be as big a star as you are, I can say the crude, stereotypical, chauvinistic insults you do and get away with it, too. Wow. We all learned something from Axel Foley and this lady. It is great, though. I mean, like, listen, Dick DiBartolo, he's a great writer. John Caldwell. This is early John Caldwell, right? I don't know. I forget. I always forget because he has been working for MAD a lot longer than, 1978. No, 82 is the first writer or artist thing. So, yeah, a really long time. He's like 5 years into his MAD career. So, gosh, he's so great. I love it. And I like this style. This is interesting. Like, so I know John Caldwell from like the 90s. That's when his stuff, like, that's where I know it most from. And his style in the 90s is way different. This is like, he had that like that shaky line. And I mean, he kind of has it, but I don't know. It's different somehow. It's almost like a little bit more sketchy, like sort of looser. Looking at how the sleeve folds over on itself. Yeah. That's good. I like it. It's interesting to see him like that. What is this? The MAD decibel dB scale. Anyway. This is Bob Clark, right? Right. Where is it? Oh, yeah, Bob Clark. Writer, Mike Snyder. Okay, here we go. 110 decibels is the average volume of the worst singer in any given church congregation. Jesus Christ has risen today. Hallelujah. Like that. 15 decibels is the maximum level at which a person can listen to Barry Manilow before the onset of pain. Poor Barry. 70 decibels is how much the noise level in a typical classroom drops when the teacher announces a surprise quiz. 599 decibels is the lowest volume setting on a boombox. 28 decibels is, for lovers, the sound level below which nothing said by either party should be believed. What? 0.25 decibels is the sound of an engine noise at the time when noticing it could save you massive repair costs. 40 decibels is how much louder your stomach growls when it knows you're alone with a date. 60 decibels is how much louder a police siren seems when you are the one being pulled over. These are pretty good. I love Bob Clark. You guys know that. I'm moving on, though. Holy smokes. What is this? Oh, this is Don Edwing. Holy moly, look at this bizarro thing. This is like his take on like horror. Oh my god. This is a severe departure. Like is he like were they like can you do Basil Wolverton? Uh the body perfect. The perfect car salesman. Oh my gosh, this is like these are actually frightening. Perpetual 64 tooth smile to gain customers' trust. Enlarged nostrils that are sensitive to the smell of money in pockets. Extra mouth to make the sales pitch. Tentacle arms with suction cups to ensnare victims. Body wheels to silently scoot upon customers. Here's the perfect secretary. My God. This is horrible. This is horrible. Extra phone arm to hold phone receivers. Super long, flexible arm to do filing and coffee making without getting up. 10-fingered hand, so all the typing can be done with one arm. Desktop-shaped chest to hold typewriter and other office equipment. Oh, and look at how the skin goes up to hold pencils. Oversized leg to block people from entering the boss's office. The perfect teacher. Am I the... like, look at, there's more than, too. Oh, my God. The perfect single. Multiple hairstyles. Wraparound cleavage. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. A hollow leg to hold liquor when drinking in singles bar. God, like, I am speechless at this. What is this? Super sensitive ear to detect the recess bell. To the millisecond, it starts to ring. Rotating, interchanging hands. Large hand for asking to leave room. Small hand for raising during question and answer sessions. Oh my gosh. That's like, I'm speechless. Jeopardy! Matt's home version of Jeopardy! Answers on reverse. Okay. Television. Okay, potpourri for 100. She is often referred to as Old Glory. It's going to be a celebrity joke. Who is Joan Collins? There you go. All right. Scientists say it actually takes 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.1 seconds to be completed. A trip to the post office. What is the Super Bowl's pregame wrap-up show? Foreign phrases. How about he made purple rain? He made purple rain. You want to say Prince, but it's going to be who are Joan. Oh, wait. Who is the chief engineer at Chernobyl? Oh, my goodness. Oh, here we go. Low-tech inventions for everyday needs. Look at that. Artist and writer Al Jaffe. We're getting a lot of really awesome stuff. The nose hose. Simple, easy to wear nose plug. Filters smoke for people who can't avoid being in smoke-filled rooms. That's me. That's me this summer, guys. The faster masturbator. Fishing worms sold in soft plastic tubes. Queasy people can then place them on hooks without touching them. There you go. That's kind of a good idea. The no panic paper purveyor. Look at that. That's a genius idea. I think they actually do kind of have that idea, right? Um, a detail of alarm connection. When the last roll is gone, trigger is released, letting off a loud alarm. That's very good. Oh, here we go. The hip, no drip sip. Wait, how does this work? Flexible straw count. Take out soda cup covers with built-in straws for safe driving. Was this a problem in the late 80s? I don't understand this at all. The stench quencher. God, these names are awesome. How about this one? The no snag, no sag tea bag bag. Look at that. There's a dry tea bag in the bag. Tea bags with their own little bags so that no one has to slop dripping tannic acid over everything when the bag is removed from the cup. That's very wise. Oh, inset outlet extender mender. That's a really good idea. Did he ever try it? Like, that seems like it could have been an idea. You know what I mean, right? Like, hey, Paul Peter Porges. Your pet knows where your other pet is. Your pet knows where the other slipper is. Your pet knows that your date is a creep. I love this dude's art. Your pet knows where your property ends and your neighbor's begins. Ah, here we go. The MAD Merchandise Mart. It was a gag, you guys. See? That's so funny. Who is this? This is Bob Clark doing the artwork. Look at that. Become a DJ, newscaster, announcer, extra, flunky, janitor, no previous employment necessary, no future employment guaranteed. Learn by sitting behind an actual radio and talking through the speaker. Some of our trainees are already listening to CBS, ABC, NBC affiliates throughout the world. Take a business-size envelope and speak into it in loud, clear tones. Say your name, address, and home phone number into the envelope. Includes $20 so we may determine if your voice is still in the envelope when we open it. If it is, you have the kind of resonance we require. Send your envelope to DJ, newscaster, announcer, extra, flunky, janitor, school 14, Rich and Famous Lane, Robin Leach, Nebraska. I love this too. This like a little body. Actresses. We're looking for sincere, talented girls to appear in an all-nude version of Shakespeare's As You Like It. Here is your chance to be seen and handled by top agents and producers. Send nude photo, or a bunch if you have them, to Shakespearean in the Buff Festival auditions, care of the Wild Pussycat Strip Joint and Pizza Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada, 12121. Oh my God. The Ballad of Dr. Ruth. Now, this is actually, I like this because do you remember when they did this? This is a couple issues ago. They did this for Reagan. Remember? Quoth the Reagan. Yeah, less is more, right? I think that's what it was. Dr. Ruth, with apologies to Rudyard Kipling, although we're pretty sure he doesn't care one way or the other. Writer Frank Jacobs, artist Jerry Gersten. It's a beautiful illustration right there. Listen, this is a family show. I'm not going to read this one. Though it's, it's masterful. It's masterful. The lighter side of, with our friend, David Berg. My friend, David Berg. I love David Berg. You guys know this. Listen, true viewers of the show, those true blue people, they know how I feel about Dave Berg. They know what's in my heart. Okay? And now, MAD proudly presents the unshredded excerpts from the Ollie North coloring book. You guys, I don't know who Oliver North is, right? Was he in? I don't know. I'm sorry. You've learned some of my ignorance. You know what I really want to see? Boom, right here. A mad peek behind the scenes at a comic convention. I was just talking about this one. It's so funny because I went through the Death of Gru. I got that in the mail. Viewers send it in. It's wonderful. It's a super fun story. One of the things that I marveled at was the fact that it's like these details that you never get, and he kind of gets close to it here, but really not, because it's just, I don't know, it's just not the same. One, it's in black and white, and there's not all of these, like the foliage and the creatures and every little thing rendered. It's the details he has is pretty awesome. But this one, I think was in, I'm certain was in the Sergio Aragone's special issue that Mad Magazine put out. Like, they're doing they did all those farewell issues, like for Peter Cooper and Al Jaffe and our guy Sergio Aragone's. And this is just filled with all sorts of Easter eggs, I guess you would call them, right? Like, it's chicken fat, but it's also Easter eggs because it's people he knows that are hidden in there, right? Like, this is Tom Bunk. Is that Dick DiBartolo? Here's, I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Mad's Dick DiBartolo. I'm pretty sure that's Tom Bunk. There's the creator of Usagi Yojimbo, presumably. And there are, I know when here's William Gaines right up here. I remember there were other people that, like, he kind of knew. And it wasn't even like, like a fan of his wouldn't know. It's like people who are in the same circles as him might know. Let's see. Here we have, there's Gru. There's the Gru appearance and obviously a self appearance. Yeah, it's just, it's pretty cool. Super fun to look through. I mean, as you may have noticed, I'm not reading any of this. I'm just looking at these pictures. Will you guys hurry up with those autographs? Get off my back. Frank Frazetta is a tough signature to imitate. It's wonderful. It's so much fun just to, like, look in these. Oh, look it. Here you go. Whoop. Dave Berg. Dave Berg autograph. Here's your autograph book. That'll be $2 extra. $2 extra for your autograph? Yeah, instead of giving you $3 for taking the book, I'll give you $5. Huh? I don't get it. Oh, like he has to pay anyway. I don't really get that. What is this? Mad's Guide to Talk Show Hosts. With Sam Viviano. This is my guy Sam Viviano. I don't know. What do you got to say? I got nothing to say about Sam Viviano. He's wonderful. This is the Clark Edwing era. I don't know. I'm not seeing any signature here. It's certainly not Prohias. We know it's not him. And it's not Doug Mankey, Dale Mankey. I don't know. It's really scary to think that most states have more formalized training and licensing requirements for hairdressers than they do for owners of cheap handguns. It's really scary to think that tomorrow's teenagers will have to come up with music loud and tasteless enough to offend parents who grew up loving the Beastie Boys. People grow prudish with age, though, right? Drama on page 42. Oh, it is on page 42. Congratulations to the city's 1 millionth mugging victim. Head of the class. Okay. Once there were sitcoms like Welcome Back, Kotter. featuring wise-ass kids who were one step away from being illiterate. But now that's all changed. The TV classroom this season contains the opposite. Brilliant kids with stratospheric IQs. The problem is that, in their own way, they're just as wise-ass as the punks Cotter taught, which is why MAD ranks them right at head of the class. I remember this show now. I believe I remember this. Angelo Torres doing some beautiful artwork. Holy smokes, this issue is packed full with stuff. This is something else, totally. The Mad Movie Critic Pledge. Artist Jack Davis. This is really cool to see. This is like more of like a standard caricature drawing from Jack Davis. As a film reviewing, here I better read this pledge. All right. As a film reviewing self-appointed decision maker for ordinary moviegoers everywhere, I hereby promise to uphold, defend, and espouse the following beliefs. I pledge to declare any motion picture starring Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, or Dan Aykroyd is nothing more than an overblown Saturday Night Live skit. Boy, have times changed. I promise to include important plot twists and reveal information in my reviews that will spoil the movie for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. I promise to dismiss any sexy youth comedies made after 1978 but before 1982 as cheap attempts to cash in on the success of Animal House. Likewise, I shall label any sexy youth comedies made after 1982 as cheap attempts to cash in on the success of Porky's. No matter how much I enjoy the latest Steven Spielberg film, I shall not fail to mention that he also directed 1941, starring Dan Aykroyd. Under most circumstances, I shall proclaim Chuck Norris and or Sylvester Stallone vehicles as nothing more than 90 minutes of mindless violence. However, should any rare Norris-Stallone film come my way that contains a minimal amount of violence and some sort of plot, I shall express no reservations about saying this movie is boring. At least in their typical films, you can rely on the excessive violence to keep you awake. I shall go to my grave believing without a shred of insecurity that the book is always better than the movie. I truly believe that any film with a Roman numeral in the title will always prove unworthy of my time, and that I need not screen such movies to compose an accurate review. But above all, I duly recognize that my sole responsibility is to subject my own personal standards of quality, morality, and taste upon those persons whose lives are so empty as to actually take my biased opinions seriously. That was very well written. Who wrote that? Christopher W. Manson. Old Chris Manson. Fat Book of the Month Club, because sometimes quantity is better than quality. We have them all. Just take a look at our fat collection of extremely fat books and enjoy today. Stephen King. American Traitors, Secrets Divulged by the Marines in Russia, Volume 9. Saturday Night Live, Sketches That Have No Ending. Very Thin Books, The Complete Catalog. Gary Hart's Little Black Book. Anyway, guys, look at last week, short episode. This week, long episode. It's unpredictable. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts on this episode or ideas for future episodes. Toodaloo.